Okay, so Ivor and I are playing our match here. We got the Dawn Attack. So Ivor deployed first, chose that side. Both Swordmasters got stuck in the flank. Maybe one's only in the flank there.
Center, yeah.
I don't even know the names of your guys. What are those guys?
Spearman, Battle Standard Bearer.
Spearman in the center.
Phoenix Guard.
And back here, he got stuck by the Wizard's Tower. And he has his Bowman there. And on the other side, he's got more Bowman and his level 4 caster. I deployed on this side second. Vargolf's in the flank. That's a ghoul unit with a necromancer, but I can't see it very easily. We've got Skeleton Bunker with my general. Graveguard with a battle standard and a white king. Conrad's got his own group of ghouls there. And far off on the right flank, the Black Coach. As for terrain, we rolled a Weirding Well, which we put right in front of this. This is like one of those little
Order Camp.
Yeah, Order Camp and a Grail Chapel. Relatively clear. We got a forest in the middle. Don't know what that is yet. A barricade set up right there. Temple of Skulls, just up on the hill. And the Wizard's Tower. Okay, end of Vampire turn 1. The Black Coach moved up. Failed the stupidity test on Conrad. For some reason I put him in this block of ghouls. I had him with the White King for a while, so I think he's just going to keep failing for a while. I gotta do something about that. Everyone else just moved up. Vargolf moved up, but still isn't in line of sight of the caster. Magic phase, irresistibly casted Winds of Undeath, created Spirit Host with 3 wounds. Rolled well, but one of the guys on his side, one of his units, had a ward save. And had the magical backlash, but both of them saved, so we're good there. Going on to High Elves turn 1. Okay, and to High Elves turn 1. Swordmasters moved up, as did his Spearmen. And I always forget the name of those guys.
Phoenix Guard.
Phoenix Guard. The archers with his caster marched around the side and had to kind of be formed like that so they could actually get around without hitting the side of the board, so they couldn't shoot. These guys stayed and shot and cast a few spells. The magic phase, the Black Coach ate 1, and that's the only one he's eaten so far. Because the caster is 3 inches from the Wizard's Tower, he knew all the spells of Lower Shadow, was able to cast Pit of Shades, and but the template I moved them to the side. And I think that's about it. Oh, he was able to get off
Throne of Vines.
Throne of Vines. Now we're going on to Vampire Counts, turn 2. Okay, very quick Vampire turn 2. In movement, the Black Coach moved up. Everyone moved up. I had the White King, basically the Spirit Host move into the forest here, try to make them make some leadership checks if they want to march past them and get in the flank if they try. Conrad's unit marched up. White King joined them. These guys marched. Everyone marched. The Vargolf is over there trying to start some trouble up on the side there. The magic phase was 2 total dice for the Winds of Magic. I ended up with 3 to cast. Yeah, the Winds of Magic gave me 2. Black Coach ate 1, and the Master of the Black Arts from my general gave me 2. I wasn't able to cast anything, so it's a short turn. Up to High Elves turn 2. Okay, we forgot High Elf shooting, but here's the actual end of the High Elf turn 2. More movement up. Looks like they're going after a come around flanking the vampires. A little bit of scooching movement here in the middle, but not too much. Had a swift reform with the caster there. And that's about it for movement. Magic phase, I dispelled the spell and then used a dispel scroll to dispel the other, so nothing much happened there. Shooting this back unit here, shot the Vargolf, but missed. And these white bowmen were able to kill 1 Graveguard. Okay, Vampire Counts turn 3, I think this is. In movement, the coach Powered up during Magic, but it's moved over here, so now it's a flyer. It can stop getting chased by the Swordmasters. We had some marches up, and then during the Magic phase, only was able to cast one spell. It was a Irresistible Forced Van Hells, which put the Grave Guard into the flank of the what was the unit's name?
Phoenix Guard.
The Phoenix Guard, who are not there anymore. They lost combat. They broke. Ghouls overran them. Or not overran, they pursued him and killed him. So that was the only spell cast that basically put a wound. The Irresistible Force put a wound on the Vampire and put a wound on the Necromancer as well. And these guys did make their charge. They charged, they won the combat, the unit broke, but because the Ghouls would have pursued them, but hit the building, so they weren't able to. The Vargolf wasn't able to catch him, so we have a lone mage back there who's panicking and running. Okay, end of High Elf turn 3. The mage in the corner did not rally. He went off the board. We had a little bit of shooting. We had, in the Magic phase, cast Dwellers and just destroyed the White King and really, really put a lot of damage on the Ghouls, so they're kind of hurting. The Spearmen charged and obviously just destroyed the Spirit Host and use it as a chance to reform. So now they're ready to accept the charge. And just in movement, just had some reforming. And I don't know that these guys even moved.
They did. They marched 10.
Vampire count, turn 4. Okay, so end of High Elf, or end of Vampire turn, I think this is 5. Conceded the game. The High Elves conceded, Vampires win. We had, basically in movement, we kind of marched the Vargolf around back there to come from behind, reform the Ghouls. We had the Black Coach make it up and got Van Helsed into combat. We charged the Graveguard right into the Spearmen, and just some awful, awful luck for the High Elves. They were denied Steadfast. They couldn't kill enough, so they broke, and then that was when he conceded. The Swordmasters never really got into play, but my general Irresistible forced the Van Hells that got the Black Coach in there, and so that whittled down his bunker quite a bit. And I think that in the next turn was going to be pretty bad for my general. But yeah, that's the game.